It depends who's asking.
Me.
We are live now. I haven't got a clue actually. I don't even know if they can see and hear us just yet because the dodgy little adverts and my computer PC is just going.
Mine's overheating.
Oh, my Wi-Fi's just decided it's going to work in the shed.
Yeah, mine's really laggy out here.
I'm in one of the spider rooms.
No, yes, maybe. Oh no. Hello, Exotic Enclosures. Hi, Connor. Hi, Donna. Hi, Paul. Hey, Craig. Hey, Amy. Hey, videos by the Mad Animal House. Hey, Julianne. Hi, Rob.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Ash. Hey, Louise. I hope you can all see us and hear us tonight because in Coventry and probably across the whole of the UK, it's absolutely hammering it down. And the Wi-Fi coming from the house into here tonight is all over the shop. So it's going between the Wi-Fi. Hey, Tron. It's going between the Wi-Fi and my mobile internet. And the comments I can't see until about 30 seconds after you type them because my laptop has decided it's not going to hook up to the internet tonight because the Wi-Fi is absolutely terrible.
Hello, everyone.
It is one of those evenings. I don't know. Maybe when it gets a bit later on and the kids are in bed, I'll move it indoors. Got a bit of water coming in the shed though. I've got a wet patch on the ceiling.
I have that effect.
But and it's in the shape of a giant penis. I'm not even lying. I'll take a picture of it and I can put it onto the YouTube. But I think it's just purely because we've had so much rain and we're due for another. I think it's something like 10 millimeters an hour over the next 24 hours or something.
It's not going to rain on Saturday, though, is it? Because I don't really want to drive in the rain.
It feels like it's typhoon season and we're in the middle of America or something. Where they are.
Let me check because I don't like driving in the rain for like 7 hours. No, it's going to be okay, I think. Good evening, people.
Well, apparently I have internet access. Just something's just not quite working.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Nat.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Nat. So we've got Ling in one of her spider rooms. We've got Graham hanging out in the buggery. And we've got Mark still in hospital, Mark.
Yeah.
Have you got in trouble for chatting up the nurses yet?
Oh, I don't do things like
that. Yeah, right.
He just doesn't get caught. No,
it's the back end of that last hurricane that USA had. It'll then be again next week after their current one.
No.
Oh my God! Now,
hey, Craig.
What's happening? I'm on top of Graham. Hi, Graham.
You're Graham.
One sec.
Oh, what's happening? Where's he gone? The host is gone.
He's gone to go and rub that penis.
I believe you're the Pope.
All dry.
Don't leave it to us, Scott.
Yeah, Amy.
Where has he gone? Oh my God. You can tell it is raining. You get fungus gnats everywhere.
Fingers crossed that's a bit better. Oh my God.
Wait, what happened?
Where's Dracula tonight? I don't know. It is typical. I might not make it tonight, like he does every Tuesday. But I should imagine he'll make an appearance on Friday because we've got the show on Sunday. So Chris is, I don't know, taking more of a backseat. Put it. It's an understatement. There's a backseat and then there's disappeared. So he's literally. Hopefully he'll be back on Friday. He should be back on Friday. I don't know. Who's going to the Coventry show? Lindsay comments. What did you say, Graham?
Nope.
Nope.
It's just too far for me.
No,
It's just down the road. It's like a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, it's Coventry from here, like probably 8-9 hours.
Oh no, what a shame.
We're up.
Hey, John.
You
Sorry,
can't
yeah.
talk about this
Oh
one.
no, who let John in?
Do you want to tell everybody just whereabouts
Yeah.
you are in the world, Graham?
In the arse end of nowhere.
Right up north.
Really
Literally.
north.
All this rain is because of Graham's area. So it rolls down his area, then rolls down the rest of the UK. And the Earth's flat. Osman might be going to Coventry. Jay's going to Coventry. Exotic Enclosures. Who else is coming to Coventry?
I want to highlight Osman's comment.
Maybe one.
The one that says too far. Oh, please. Like, literally, it.
If South and Front, they literally just both Trumpians. It comes from a different country.
Yeah,
Technically, so do I.
not
It's
really.
still part of the UK, but it's a different country.
Are you trying?
Well, I came to your country and I drove.
Yeah, Tron said, yeah, right, Osman. They don't know what a fair drive is. He's got. Do you know what? I mean, I watch some of the channels in America where they literally. Where is he? Hold on. Hey, Jason.
Hello.
So I watch a lot of the channels over in America where they literally have like a 4x4 and they put a bed in the back and all the cooking stuff and off they go, and they're like, yeah, we've got a short drive of 3 hours, and they just beast it out like it's nothing. Or they go, yeah, we're just like going from one side of the country up here and up there up to a Lake Superior. It's going to take 7 hours, so it's not too far. I'm not thinking 7 hours. Hey, I'll whinge if it's over an hour.
Hi,
I like
Jason.
the drive. I think
How you
it's
getting
like
on,
my
Mark?
time-
Yeah, not too bad. Hopefully find out which surgery I'm going to get this week. Whether it'll be through the groin or not. So,
How long you been in there now, dude?
coming up to 2 weeks.
Bloody hell.
Uh,
Bloody hell, mate.
He's I think they're just going to rebuild Mark from the toes up.
Yeah, it's going to come to us as like an AI form.
I think it's Mark, right? So every because Mark's so old, every 100 years he has to go into hospital and have a massive blood transfusion with the blood up like virgins, and that's what's happening at the moment. His heart's fine. Exotic Enclosure says, I hope things improve, Mark. We're missing you at the shows, but your health is more important. Yeah. Yeah, cool. I think we all couldn't agree more strongly with that, to be fair, Mark. You're missed, you're loved, but we want you to stay where you are until you're better.
I'll get there.
So no sneaking out to the Coventry show if they've told you not to.
Well, like I say, they was going to let me go. yesterday, and then today they've come round and said no, too risky.
Exotic Enclosure says, I bet them nurses beat the shows. Oh. Amy says you're looking a lot better, Mark.
Thank you, Amy.
Who's doing the spiders, Mark? Nath?
Sandra,
You've got a good woman there, mate.
I know. Tell me about it. Nathan's going over on Thursday to pick all my live foods up, and then she'll start feeding them on Friday.
I would literally have to phone somebody to come and feed my collection. Tara would be like, I'm doing the isopods and that's it.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, Amy.
Donna says most of his nurses are male. Yeah, I think Mark would be happy with attention from both sides. I don't think he's too bothered.
To be honest, I said to Claire the other day when she got in touch, I says, I don't mind getting a rise from a female nurse, but if it's male, I'm out of it.
Well, a good friend of mine, he's not homophobic by a long shot, but men around his bits, yeah, he ain't having it. And he had a catheter in, and he said, Scott, he said, every time I've ever had a catheter, he says, when they pull it out, he always gets a rise. He says, and the male nurse did it, and he did, didn't he? And said he was so embarrassed. I was like, mate, just chill. Driving to Cobb's show is only 23 hours for Trond. A few Red Bulls and some snacks, and that's done quick. 23 hours, Graham. You're whinging about 8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours. That's a long time.
Mind you, I mean, I can't comment. I didn't make it up to the Scottish show.
Oh, you should have. It was a good show.
I am pretty gutted I've missed it. I just had some other bits going on that needed the cash instead of that. So,
I get it, mate.
and it does, to have a month where there is a show but not go to it, it does help the whole bank fund, that's for sure. Louise says I have to sort my partner tarantulas with feeding and water. Invertebrates and scaly mates. Donna says it's 5 or 6 hours. Tim says the Scottish show was a wicked show, but the 14-hour drive home was a killer.
Oh, yeah.
That's nothing, because I know Paul from Bugnor. He drove all the way back down to Portsmouth. Then he had to drive from Portsmouth to where they keep all the spiders, put them all away by himself. And then I think he started work at something like 8:30 in the morning. I think he had half an hour to go and get a coffee.
Jesus. He's a brave man.
Yeah. Well, me and Mark have had some late nights getting back and then, messing around with stuff. And it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And then you get up for work. But I don't think I could go to work on like 0 sleep. Not anymore. Amy says, any tips for making guides for family members so they know who and when to feed and water in such a simple way? Dead simple. Stick at every single enclosure with exactly when they need feeding and watering. Literally, just put a sticker on it saying Monday, feed me. Tuesday, water me. Thursday, water me. That type of thing on every single enclosure. So Graham is obviously new to the live stream, so a lot of you are probably thinking, who's Graham? There's a 3-year-old faces, so you should know who Jason is, Mark is, and Ling is by now. Graham runs the Buggery, which is not what you're thinking. He's a spider seller.
No, not quite.
And breeder. Breeder of some absolutely stunning spiders, which I think I've now got 2 of, if I'm correct. Which I'm pretty.
I don't know. I've lost track now.
The Kigmora, which I bought from you, and the Cordatas which are bought from the spider shop but come from you anyway.
I'm sure there's going to be many more to come.
Are you still selling in singles, or is it just purely bulk?
Selling singles, yeah. I do still sell some singles, but I usually try and sell whole egg sacks or in big groups to people like Luke or Lee, just to make life easier.
Are you making tacos? What are you doing?
Spider tacos.
Unpacking. Unpacking.
Yeah, Amy, he does have socials. If one of the moderators, I haven't got access to my computer to be able to do anything. So if one of the moderators could go off onto Facebook and find the buggery and put that link in, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And if you message Graham, like he says, he does supply a lot of the sellers, so you're cutting out the middle. And
Josh.
if you all saw the Cordatus on the rehousing, so you'll see what a beautiful spider and healthy spider that was. So you already know the type of quality that you're going to be getting.
Do you want to see the mum?
Yes.
I think it was this one. If she doesn't run away anyway. I think.
I like that. I think it was this female, or it might have been this one.
I don't know. There's a few, Scott.
I know, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's just jealousy that is talking. Oh, look at the bod.
Hi, Donna.
So I think Craig and Donna have both put your link in chat. Please go give him a follow.
I'll show you this while I'm at it.
Amy, I'll answer that one after 9 if you don't mind, because we swear and have a bit more adult conversation.
If you look closely, you might be able to see them. My webcam's not great. If you look all around here.
All the babies?
Yeah, there's at least 100 in there.
Oh, look.
I know.
Get out of it.
She's going to have you. Nah, that is a protective mama spider.
I like how
Oh,
Graham
no, I still
responds
need
it
to
like,
take them out.
whatever.
Good luck taking her out, Graham, to get the babies.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Although I've started just giving them to Amy, my missus, and she takes them all out and pots them up now.
I wonder if the wife's watching this. Yes, she is. Did you hear that, Tara?
Although she has done a good, probably like 800 Uranus this year.
Amy said, what species was that?
It was a Tyrannochilus Murinus Mikumi.
Oh. Graham, if you want to get any more out, just let me know and I'll put you straight back onto big screen. Don't pay the wife much attention. She gets annoyed.
Hi, Amy.
She does it every time. She comes in and everybody's like, hi, Tara. And I'm like, no.
Thinking what else?
I know, Amy. She will be there on Sunday, though. So she is coming to the Cov show. Saturday night, I think everybody's just going down the Cocked Hat, which is in Binley. There is an opportunity of a nightclub afterwards, but I don't know. I might send the wife to the nightclub and I might come home.
Hold on, I just need to get some strips.
Hey, Tony, you're right.
Hi, Tony.
But yeah, so Cocked Hat on the Saturday night. Finally got my mental health team appointment next Tuesday, says Josh. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Jason, are you coming Coventry or are you working?
No, I'm coming. Got my ticket.
Ooh. Is John coming then?
I believe so, yeah. I haven't
Did you-
spoken to him.
He messaged me for like dates, details, and postcodes of shows, and then that's it. I didn't hear from him there for a little while.
There you
I'll
go.
give him a ring. I'll give him a ring and see what he's doing, but I'm sure he'll be there.
Something
getting a bit
slightly
warm.
interesting. Come on, go.
Please bite him. Go on, nip him.
There's possibilities, Scott. Please,
And-
like,
And this is why we
do what I
advise.
say, not what I do, kind of thing.
Yeah, the channel don't advise handling, so fingers crossed it bites Graham and it shows you why we don't advise it. Look at those legs. Christ.
Yeah, apple bottom jeans, Scott. Boots with the fur. Proper spider.
What species?
It's a pachypus.
Osman just put it into chat. Hey, Mr. Anderson. That is beauty. The Mad Animal House has got some fluffy legs. I hate to think what little gems you've got back there, Graham.
I don't know what other random things to show you. Like, I see them every day, so I kind of become complacent of some of them.
Well, I don't think anybody in the comments has ever seen a curly hair, an LP, an AGen.
I've actually got a curly hair, believe it or not.
I mean, I've got I've got two true forms. One's paired.
There's another interesting box that'll start a debate.
Why will it start a debate?
What species do you think they are?
OBT?
No, they're Incy Golds.
Oh,
They're
my God.
fourth molt. They're all living very happily together.
For now.
I raised the 50 together last year, and I raised them. Oh, hold on. There's another box with some slightly bigger ones. Let's see if I can open that and get away with it, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
And they raise incredibly well together until sub-adult.
And then sub-adults decide to swap them out.
When males are about to mature, then I've found they start to predate. But to grow them up, they're fantastic. And someone said, do I have Lapalala?
Was that OC?
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have, I think, 3 adult females, 10 juveniles, and 20 slings.
You don't do things by half, do you, Graham?
Well, I seem to get unlucky, but the wrong way around. I bought 7 Harpactera marxi last year, and I ended up with 6 females and 1 male. I bought 10 Tete Murinus slings and ended up with 9 females and 1 male. So I've started investing
Sally.
for males.
Hi, Sally.
Jeez.
Another interesting one.
Osman's got a mature male Marxy.
I could use that, actually, considering the male that I did have got eaten after pairing the other day.
He said, but he's old.
Osman will know what that one is, surely, if I can get it in good view. Maybe from that way it'll be better.
Have you got a light, Graham?
Oh yeah, good shout.
Sorry, mate.
Maybe a bit too bright.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Move from that way.
Night, wife. She's
Hi,
off to put the
Tara.
boy. Off to put the boys to bed. There's markings on the bomb.
I'm sure Osman will know what that one is.
Ah, yeah, he's put some dairy.
Ah, no, way off. Way off.
Really? I thought it was Sandairy.
Oh no, does it show in reverse on the camera? No.
Heart bacteria species golden black.
Nice.
Wow.
Graham, where's the
Wow.
I said that I wanted to have, but you wouldn't sell her?
What was it?
I can't remember.
Neither can I.
Oh, it's not very good of us, is it?
Have you got a male to go with the golden black?
I've got 25 grown-on slings.
You've got a male coming then.
At some point, yeah.
Osman's got 2 of those. He says it's hard to tell on screen. Yeah, you're right. It is.
It's my camera.
Especially when you're trying to look on a mobile phone like we are. He also says, have you got heart bacteria magna?
I have 15 slings.
I'll tell you what Osman's doing right now, but unfortunately it's not before 9. It's not after 9 p.m.
Hi, Mr. Anderson.
Why is it rude?
Yes. I think Graham and Osman would get on very well. Hey Adley, all right? Hey Mr. Anderson.
Badly.
So these spiders that you're just casually pulling out, Graham, we're like, oh my god.
Well, I don't know how well this is going to hold up, but some of the room is like, and all of these bra plasts are 2 back. And then there's all of those that are growing on the other bra plast wall. Just full.
Not too bad.
Everywhere.
Thank you.
Jeez. I'm glad you showed that because this is what
And under the desk as well, also full.
in the latest rehousing video when I was telling people you don't need glass enclosures or posh enclosures, you can use Variplast completely fine.
It's all the way for everything.
A lot cheaper.
Way too big.
A lot cheaper. You don't have to spend literally tens to hundreds of pounds on enclosures to be able to keep spiders. And then that means you can put your money in the actual spiders themselves.
Exactly.
Amy says, what's your favourite out of your collection? And is there a tarantula that you have just as a pet, not for breeding? Maybe a female that you won't breed?
I'll never breed it. It's not mine. It's my daughter's.
Would you let your daughter pair her?
I don't know. I've paired curly hairs before, and I don't think I want to do it again. That's the one pet, I suppose. But the highlight of my collection, I'm not sure actually. I don't
What's
really
that
have
South African tarantula? What? Nat's bloke came over to the table and we was all doing kung fu. What was that?
It was one of the Pachypus.
That's it.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's why I put that out on my hand.
Amy, as in AG, says, I usually put all my females in the glass enclosures. Males are unsexed in tubs. The tubs are perfect for growing them up.
Oh, they are. I grow everything in bra plasts. Just a few like tamper-proof kind of things like these. I have started using at the minute the superior shipping supplies containers that the Spider Shop do, the bigger ones. And I actually really like those for growing up.
Hi, Connor.
So I normally take them out of there in favour of the round ones.
See, everything I put in a round tub, it webs one big hole in the middle, and that's it. It just like puts everything up the sides, and it just makes one big hole. Whereas those ones, they actually seem to dig down better.
Do you keep any thesaurus?
Yeah. Although they never seem to actually stay down in the ground very often. I say that she's going to run down like straight away.
Oh, of course. Oh, nice. The back legs on those are just monsters.
And you know what? Honestly, most of these that I've got are incredibly gentle. They're just not overly defensive.
Done it.
Oh.
John says, put your hand in there then, Graham.
No. Most things, yes, not the king baboons.
Osmond says, have you got heart bacteria? Oh, the Chirosagasta to show by any chance?
Chrysogasta. That's Salaka. There you go. Every tub is a Chrysogaster.
Jeez.
Just subscribe, Connor.
Yeah, I have this thing for collecting a lot of the same species.
Is that? Oh yeah, brilliant! I've got the chat coming up in real time again now. Amy says, agree. Tarantula room enclosures are great. Mr. Anderson says tarantula rooms do great acrylic enclosures. I was chatting to Christoph, and he said to me, he said with the fossorial species, the reason he went for the round ones is because they will burrow down and generally make a round burrow. So they'll go round the bottom of the round enclosure with their burrow, so you can, even though they bury down, you can still see them. Hey, Julie.
Hi, AJ.
Louise, you were here when Graham got the Cordatus out earlier.
I'll show you another
Or
one.
do you mean for sale? Because you've gone on to say adult or juvenile. Tony says, really want a grown-on Chilenensis. H. Chilensis. I think. If you message Luke, I'm pretty sure Luke's got them. Hey, Courtney, you okay?
Hi,
There's
Courtney.
another Cordatus.
Oh, nice. John says, you got any Capriana?
Two adult females, 2 sub-adult males, 6 juvenile females, 10 insects, and some slings.
I haven't got that many. I've got 4.
The adult one of the adult females.
Just crazy numbers, isn't it, Jason?
Sorry?
I said just crazy numbers.
This girl actually quite often sits out. Come on, don't go in the burrow now. Where are we? Don't go in.
Oh. Cheers, Craig. Craig's just put Graham's link into chat again.
Yeah, I might actually be able to catch her with the light. You can see just how
God.
bright copper coloured they are.
Stunning. Osmond says Capriano's one of the best. John says, "Do you want to do him a deal?"
Not yet. Not yet. These males should mature next molt.
Is it mainly baboons and the drier species that you keep?
Yeah, pretty much these days.
How long have you been in the hobby for, Graham?
I've been in the hobby since I was 14. I was one of the people that hid spiders from the parents in the wardrobe. And
Hey,
then
Tony.
I was never really allowed to massively keep reptiles. So when I was, that kind of spiraled out of control, and I still kept some spiders, but not as many. And then when the cost of living and everything really picked up and heating that many reptiles was just not viable, I went back to spiders. And honestly, I think before we moved up to Scotland 3 years ago, I had again about 20. And now I'm at about 1,400, I think.
Jeez.
There you go. For the ones that like Caudatus,
But he's
the
only
spider
19
shop
now,
got some
so
of these available at the minute. That's Pterinochilus species Arusha, which is
Which you just don't see.
they
Got
are
light, Graham?
Caudatus. They are Caudatus, but
You shine a
they're
light on it?
effectively dark colourform Caudatus. I
Graham, can you put
actually
a light
spoke
on
to
it?
Richard. Yeah, I spoke to Richard Gallen about it to see if they had actually been looked at, and they are Caudatus, but
Hiya.
they are significantly darker than a Caudatus. So effectively, they are dark colourform.
Do you just want to tell everybody who Richard Gallen is?
Richard Gallen is the authority on any African spider.
Period.
Yeah. Undisputed, unless you went back to like the 1800s and was speaking to Mr. Pocock or someone like that.
Mad numbers, says John. He says you're a bad influence.
I am, especially to John, to be honest.
Hey, Curious World of Sam. Hey, Sam. They'll probably end up Chromatus DCF or whatever. My Rockers are identical to the Caudatus, says Osman. Geez,
Yeah,
you got loads, says Courtney. Courtney thought she was bad with 53. There is people with some serious crazy numbers, but what you got to remember is Graham's one of the breeder that supplies a lot of your shops. So if one of the breeders that supplies the shops didn't have 1,000 or over, then you're going to be thinking what's going on, really, aren't you? Louis says, "Have you got Hattie Hattie in your collection?"
Yes, I have a male who is going to John, by the sounds of it. Literally, the one mature male.
Which John?
John Carlin. Well, I assume it is. He asked me if I had one earlier, so.
Oh, John in chat, yeah.
It's John's.
Amy says, "Who do you supply?"
I've sold to Creatures from the North. I've sold to Spar Spiders. I've sold to the Spider Shop. I sold to various pet shops that are local and all over the UK. And whoever wants to buy random things.
Hey, Jade.
Hi, Jade.
Excuse me. Yeah, have you ever sold spiders? Do not name names because I don't want to know. But have you ever sold spiders and had to message the person who's then reselling them saying, "That's a bit pricey. Can't you bring it down a bit?"
No, but I have looked on specific websites of people that I have sold to and gone, that's a 400% markup.
Spinette girls, legs and layers. Hey, how's it going? You're not allowed Bavaria. There's John.
There you go, Osman. I've got 5 Zanzibar, I think. They're still tiny. They're about an inch now. Sort of hidden away in web somewhere down there.
It's not something that I'd advise you do, Mr. Anderson, but I do know people that have adult regalis living communally without a problem. And I also know people that have had regalis communals and they've reported spiders going missing. Osmond says his mature male is like 2 centimeters DLS. They are too small, man.
Yeah, I think Heterophile are one of those species that you don't bother trying to sex. You just wait until it matures or doesn't.
I think with communals, I think you always run that risk. Even with Balfours, you can always lose a Balfour.
See, I agree, but people are in some ways too scared to try things. Like, I know people that have massive communes of pokies that have been fine. A friend of mine kept a full egg sack of Violasopies together until sub-adult and then finally split them.
Violosiceps?
Yep. And finally split them and they have been fine. And another friend of mine is trying that at the moment and they all seem to be doing really well. I have decided to try it with a very random one. I did a breeding loan with Martin Lees last year for a maculata, and I regretted it when I got all of the slings because there was loads of them. And when Martin pulled all the spiderlings out of the tank, Martin found a couple of juveniles still in there from last year, living with Mum absolutely fine. So I've decided to try a small commune of 20, and they're amazing. They just pop out of tunnels and grab things and then go back away.
See, because you're just led to believe that, you know, Mum has spiders, that the spiders then just leave Mum and disappear off, and that's that. I wonder how often, like, spiderlings stay with Mum for extended periods of their life in the wild, like.
There's probably a lot more than we know.
Oh, yeah, by the sounds of it, especially because if these spiders are just like, yeah, there's Mum, happy days.
On that one, I've still got these hatched Christmas Day 2 years ago, and they're still in here running around doing what they do. There's a full egg sack of Heterophile gabonensis still living in this box.
As if you've not moved them on. My God.
No, they've been doing amazing. Heterophile are very socially tolerant. If you put bigger specimens back together, they don't take. But when they are from the same egg sac, they're quite comfortable.
That is pretty damn impressive. If you want to get anything else out, Graham, let me know, and I will put you on big screen again.
Yeah.
Louise says, Link, have you finished all your garage racks?
Yeah. Well, I've still got 3 boxes to put up, but I can't be bothered. I've done that whole wall, which you can't see behind this wall, but I'm going to put someone behind this wall here as well. It's just hard work.
I think once you finish racking out your rooms, it's going to be an impressive.
Well, all of them.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's not so much building the racks or putting the tanks on, it's shifting everything out of the rooms and prepping the rooms and then sorting them all out and putting them all back. Like I made a big boo-boo because I got so stressed out the other day. I built my bed, I built my new bed, built a frame and then put loads of slats on it. And then I was in here straight after. And I've put my male Sturmy in that middle one, but you can only get him in and out from the side, and he's jammed in the middle now. So now I've got to move all the racks to get him out. Just driving me
Sam, Curious World of Sam says, I've got 14 snakes, all of whom have names. I've followed the tradition with the spiders. Am I the only one who gives their tarantulas names? No, I do. This one here is called Alethea metallica. Yeah. I've got one called Alethea regalis.
You've got one called Ling Ling.
I have got one called Ling Ling, actually, yeah. Got one called Carabina versicola.
I've got Shaniqua, Tonisha, Tracy, Michelle, Tina.
I have
Craig's got
Cindy, apparently.
Craig's got 13 he calls Chris and 1 he calls Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, definitely Jade. Mark, I was just thinking, while we still got 35 people in here, and I would have thought 35 people also know you really, really well from YouTube and such like, and I probably worry them. How are you getting on?
What was that, Scott? Kept breaking up.
Do you want me to ask you again once the nurse is finished doing the blood pressure?
Yeah, can do.
Does she know you're a famous YouTuber? Or he?
Funny.
And just pass on our thanks to the nurses as well for looking after you so well. They do a fantastic job.
They've been golden, all of them.
Are they looking for a brain there, or?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to find it. I think that fell out when I sneezed. Thank you.
Bless her. They really don't get as much appreciation as what they should. No, but I was just saying, I don't know, with us having 35 people watching, and people are always messaging and wanting to know how you're getting on and what's gone on. I don't know if you just want to give people like a quick lowdown maybe to what's happened to yourself over the last couple of weeks and where you're at now.
Yeah, well, originally I was coming out of the post office and I blacked out. Got a doctor's appointment, went to the doctor's. He told me I'd got a heart murmur, which I never knew about. They referred me to the cardiac unit at the hospital. The next day it was the Peterborough show, which I was looking forward to. But when I got to the hospital, they said no, that keeping me in. Turns out I've got blocked valve, but because of all my other ailments, I can't decide whether to do surgery through the groin or open heart surgery. So that's basically it, really, and they've kept me in for 2 weeks so far.
Fingers crossed, and I think everybody's keeping their fingers crossed. It is literally just through the groin.
Yeah. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because if that's a fact, I'll be out the next day. But if they have to open my chest up, they said I'm going to be there for a while.
Hey, Leah.
Hi, Leah.
Yeah, I should imagine if they do open heart, you'll be in there for a fair few weeks. I bet Sandra's must be sitting at home. I bet she's lying out on the settee going, I love this. Are the kids going? Are the kids going popping in on her at night time and that?
They're not going over at night time, but they're taking it in turns of bringing her up the hospital, taking her home and that. And if she's needed any help there, I said they'll do whatever she needs doing.
Pass all our love on to her as well, please.
Will do.
And tell her if she wants to take your place at the Coventry show, that's completely fine. Oh, imagine if she goes to the Coventry show, videos it all, and then puts it all on Mark's channel.
Tony, I didn't have a missing OBT. I've got an escalatum missing and an ornata.
Oh, imagine.
The ornata's been found. Nathan found that.
If the Count Atom gets found, leashed her in a safe place.
Yeah.
Coming back to the spiders, Graham. Osman says, Graham, what's your opinion about heart bacteria species Worcester? Think it's a different locality from or colour form from another species?
Okay, no
I
problem.
think they need to be looked at under a microscope. I think Harpacteria species, Worcester, Graf, Daniel Scully, Lutzville, all of the undescribed species really do need to be looked at closely. I think they are a different species because they are very small for Harpacteria. But it's very hard to say. It's like species Salaka. More than likely is Tigrina, but it needs to be examined.
I'll ask her, Courtney.
I suppose this question is literally like Ling, Jason, and Graham, because you guys know, and I don't. When they're describing, when a taxonomist comes along and says, "Right, I'm going to describe this species of tarantula," let's say species Scott. What are they looking for within that spider to describe it and differentiate it from maybe a close relative that people have assumed it is in the past?
Is that to me? Are you talking to me? Who are you talking to?
That's you, Graham, and Jason.
All right, say that again. Sorry.
So when a taxonomist comes along, and let's say you got, Graham's a bit ginger, so let's say you got, species Graham, you got species Scott, they look very similar. What are the taxonomists looking at when they describe the spiders? What differences are they looking for? What are they looking for under the microscope? And then do you guys also know what blood work gets done? Because I always hear blood work, but nobody ever expands on that and tells me more.
Well, they look at like Sansilla wet hair placement. They look for loads of different things, so they'll compare to the Schmitty and the Hynanus. They're very similar. So they'll
when it came down to the true nigricolor, not the piece of shit that comes from Ecuador, the true nigricolor from Colombia, and then you had the finished nigricolor too. That was something as small as red sete hair found on the juvenile that's not found on the one, but is found on the other.
Yeah,
and that's how you differentiated between the two.
Yeah.
It's something as small as that. But I mean, it's.
I mean,
the
the hair
people that do
placement
this have got such an incredible knowledge of the species that they're studying.
Yeah, the hair placement on the Hynanus.
But you can get behavioural differences and things like that, but you need something a little bit more solid sometimes than just a behavioural difference. Sometimes that isn't enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors that come into it, and a lot of time it's the males that are very different between species. So a lot of mature males are collected actually the original type specimen. With some African species specifically, they can have different palpal bulbs, they can have different shaped tibial spurs. Looking at, I think, Orgocephalus genodi in particular, females are like 5-6 inches. Males mature at about 1.5 to 2 inches, and they have very unique curved spurs. that are designed to suit the massive size of a female compared to them. They look at behavioral patterns as well. A good example of that, I don't think it's been put into play yet, but a lot of people previously have talked about Pterinochilus lagardi. In the wild, I don't see it so much with any of mine, but they are in South Africa referred to as a trapdoor spider, a lot like any FLA species like Myra or Nigra fulva. And there's a lot of people that think that they should specifically be moved genus because of that.
Loads of different
I mean, to put it in a different term, I mean, I know one which it's not spiders, it's actually birds, because I spent many years being a bird watcher, but they've just now found a way of identifying an extremely rare bird, which is called a South Polar skewer. But there's great skewer people that live in Scotland know them as bonxes because they nest in Scotland. But they're basically the pirates of the sea. But the actual taxonomical difference has to come down to DNA, but visually, as somebody has noticed that a South Polar skewer has a very different flight pattern to great skewer. Otherwise, they look absolutely identical. But now, because of that information, people are now being able to identify South Polar skewer off British waters. So it's gone from having a UK first to about 8 records all in the same year, because one person noticed that there was a difference in behaviour. But the actual taxonomical difference has to be done through DNA, which obviously they do from feathers and nests and specimens.
What were you going to say, Lee? What were you going to say? Sorry.
Graham said it. Like Graham's literally said it. It's like there's spurs, there's caricatures of things that just you've literally just said everything that I was going to say. There's so many factors in taxonomy. That's why the papers are so in depth. And if you really dive into it, then your brain just starts fizzing.
It's an incredible length of time, quickly, Mark. 39 months. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Welcome anytime, Scott.
If one of the moderators could also drop Mark's link into the chat, we'd be forever grateful, especially if you're not subscribed, give us a subscription. Amy Hayes says, going to miss you too.
It's one of the reasons why I'm
Thank
learning
you,
languages, because then you can listen to the Europeans talk about it as well and the way they do things. That's why I'm trying to learn different languages and why I translate. I've got German books here that I translate. So
hey, Mark. Thank you, mate.
Got German books that are translated just purely to get the knowledge from.
Yeah.
That is so.
Like Osman and Tron will agree. The way they do things over there is different to the way people do things over here. And sometimes the things that is done over in like Europe is just like, wow. So I like to read what they do as well.
Well, normally if the Germans get their teeth into something, they want to be the best at it anyway. So, and Ben was certainly one of the best with Pamphos. So. I just
want to read what they say and then compare it and, and take snippets from everything. But it takes a long time to freaking translate a book that's in front of you with pages because you've got to try and write it out and then get it bit by bit.
Does German language translate pretty well into English?
Sometimes it gets a little bit twisted.
Videos by the Mad Animal House says they were looking at mushrooms in college last week, and some of those can only be identified through DNA sequencing, which kind of throws another spanner into the work when it comes to spiders, because how many spiders have had that, have gone through the whole DNA sequencing process?
Getting reclassified.
And I wonder how many specimens I have to look at when they're describing a certain tarantula to be able to confirm.
There's different colour forms of like the same thing, so yeah. I love it. I love reading about it.
It certainly seems like to get them all described I think we're going to be. I think taxonomy is going to be there for another 100 years.
I don't think you'll get to the end of it.
No.
Because it does seem to be very slow. But,
I can't remember where I read it, but it was of some scientist, some biologist had said, if you want to find a new species of animal, look no further than your back garden, because there's that much stuff that hasn't been found. There's something sitting in your back garden that hasn't been described yet.
Well, they say that with sand spiders, there's 30,000 species out there which we simply haven't found. Full stop.
No, I
always think it's funny when they say we haven't found it, but we can put a number on it. It's just we don't know. We don't know. How can you put a number on it if you don't know? It's like I just think you'll never. We'll all die and they'll still be discovering it. It's not going to come to the end. Don't forget there's evolution involved as well. Things are evolving all the time. Again, going back to birds, there's a certain type of swamp hen which has changed its DNA to become another species. So that will continue, and that will continue in other animals as well. So
But I think that's the problem with our hobby, because it's spiders. It's like there's not a lot of money goes into the research, and not a lot of people out there willing to take as much time. Whereas if you've got an endangered gorilla, because everybody absolutely adores them, they can get the funding for people to go out, study, research, protect their lands, and all the rest of it.
Because it's fluffy.
Fluffy, yeah, big eyes.
Cool.
Generally, if it's fluffy, big eyes, big ears, people tend to go, "Ah," if it's one of those three.
Yeah, only the sea has only been discovered, like 5% of the sea.
Yeah, that's just simply because we can't go down to those depths yet.
The shit that's in there, though. Fucking hell. Oh, yeah, I can swear.
Yeah, you can swear it's after 9 p.m. Yeah. But the crushing pressures that exist at the bottom of the ocean, it's going to be really interesting to see once we can get there and get researching properly what's actually down there. Because what's down there, they're not going to be able to bring up, are they? Because of those pressures.
Yeah.
Because if animals at the bottom of the sea, under all that pressure, I would have thought as they bring it up, it expand and expand and expand.
Yeah. They bring up too much. I mean, can fish get the best?
Amy, just going back to that certain situation with the break-in, the identity parade was actually just cancelled off because his solicitor's just been an absolute fucking prick, and wants to review it. But there's stuff going on which I can't mention. Leah says, been a channel member for 30 months. Enjoy the live. Got some stuff to do. It doesn't feel like it's been that long since it got monetized. It really doesn't. Just time flies. Time certainly flies.
No, Tony, I didn't.
Osman says, even with the tarantula, they discover new species quite often. When I started keeping, he says, there were a little over 900, and now there's 1,100. Almost. Ash says we know more about the moon than we do about our seas. But to be fair, there's not really much going on the moon.
No. It's
a rock in space. So we know what it's made out of. That's about it.
Is up there? Imagine that, little moon roaches or something.
Not enough baboon species, says Osmond. Oh no! I mean, so many people say, "Oh, there's a spaceship. I'd love to go up there," and this, that, and t'other. I fucking wouldn't. Not a chance. Oh, I'll have a look at your I'll have a look at your pictures when you get back down. That'll do me.
Be pretty
Same
good
with
to
the
go
bottom of the ocean as well. People that want to go down to the bottom of the ocean, you guys are crazy. Fuck
going
that.
down into the ocean. No, but going up, yeah.
No. No and no.
I wouldn't really
Going into space is exactly like being in the ocean. Something fucks up and you're dead.
Yeah, I know, but you're dry.
You know?
You're
You're
not wet.
dry. You're dry, just your eyes are coming out your head. And
Yeah, but you're dry.
You'll die quicker at the bottom of the ocean.
yes. Yeah,
You won't even know something's gone wrong. If you're in space, you will.
Tony says me either spaceship or submarine. No thanks. Nope. Spynet Girls, Legs and Layers. Don't Richard go Peru and film an undescribed haplometrous spider, if that's how you spell it, with the group that he went with? Yeah, I think Richard went along with oh god, what was his name? That big breeder out there. But yeah, I think it'd be more of a case of like Graham and Jason and Lynn going off into the wild, and then them going, Scott, would you mind coming along and doing a little film for it? I think that when you see YouTubers like in Peru and things like that, that's what's happening.
We've been in my bedroom, so she's been in the wild. I can assure you.
I hate to think what Lynn's seen in your bedroom.
It's so fucking nice in there.
Wasn't it just?
Yeah.
Yes, Tarantula Collective, because he fell down the side of the hill, didn't he? Although the difference between me and him, he stopped rolling. I would have carried on. Yeah, he's a nice fellow. We had him on a live before Capital Show, not this year, the year before, when the spider shot flew him over.
It can't be fake, Osmond, because we've got infinite amounts of moonstone that we can buy.
Oh yeah.
From that
Want to buy a bit of moonstone? Want a bit of
moonstone? Yeah. They filled an entire rocket up to last years of jewelry sales.
Yeah, I think a lot of them on the beaches and in the sunnier countries have got must have tons of moon rock in their house.
Yeah, loads.
Real meteorite.
I have to go through the jungle and rainforest to see what I can find. I'm going back to Hong Kong next year, so I'm going to go and look in the mountains.
If you need I wouldn't say, if you need a YouTuber to follow you around, Ling, and do a bit of filming.
You can if you want. I can't guarantee that I won't push you down the mountain.
Yeah, I can imagine that. 5 minutes before Scott's death. Tara, have you got the life insurance? Yes, Ling. Right, listen to this. Ah!
But yeah, we're from that.
It'd be like Jay Slater all over again.
We're from
that ginger guy goes missing in Hong Kong mountain range.
We're from the outskirts, so that where we're from is there's a river that goes through the village, and then there's loads of mountains. So I want to go up there and go and hunt for Chinese bird spiders.
Yeah, you will literally be there going Oreo, 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 Oreo.
I'm just gonna love it. If I find any, I'm gonna be ecstatic.
Spider Egg Girls, I think I played that clip about 10, 20 times. John, Link and I come and look at the scorpions, pretty please.
Yeah, why not? I've got to go over there for a minimum of 3 weeks to sort out our house. So as long as you can help me move furniture and clean up the house, yeah, you're more than welcome. Will be nice.
I think there's about 10, 15 people on your messaging link going, but when are you going? How much is it? Can I come to?
The flights are really freaking expensive.
Flights are expensive nowadays.
Well,
Like, ridiculously expensive.
We got to go to Amsterdam and then out.
How long have you got in Amsterdam?
Where you just switch planes.
Yeah, about an hour.
Is that it? That's long enough. So you could go to Amsterdam like, way, and then Amsterdam to Hong Kong. You could get there like.
It's a 14-hour flight, so, and then I've got to get out of the city, out into the outback.
So is that to China? Is it?
No, not mainland. So Hong Kong, then go to
normally Asia. Normally, you can get direct to Dubai, can't you? And then go from Dubai.
You can.
That's normal.
You can if we're you.
Graham's internet's gone out completely.
I have to go megabus style, so I have to go the long way around.
Oh,
yeah, I'm looking at my holiday next year, and I'm sort of trying. At the moment, you can't.
I can't pronounce that.
You can't plan too far ahead, but I'd like to do a couple of 3 days in Dubai. I think, even though I'm not mad on cities, I think that'd be somewhere that would be quite an experience to have a couple of days in.
I was going to say it's an hour and a half from the airport to actually Amsterdam city centre.
Yes. Anyway, by the time you get to the airport, you have a wee, you get a drink, you get something to eat, and then get back on a plane. Your hour's already up.
Yeah. That's assuming you've had no delays.
Yeah.
If you've only got an hour, there's actually no point doing anything, is there? You might just go from one plane, get the other one, sit there and wait for it to take off.
I'll probably be standing because I'll be on the plane for like another 14 hours. So it's just going to be just, yeah.
So whereabouts in Asia is you flying to then?
I'm not too sure. My dad's been routing me because he's sorting out my tickets.
I was just about to say, your mum and dad going?
Not my mum. My dad's just come back, and then I'll be going out.
What, with your dad?
No, on my own.
I was just about to say, because if you're going with your dad, that's no vaping.
No, I'll be going out on my own. So my dad's just come back 2 weeks ago, and then he's told me that I need to go out there now because he can only do so much because he's in his 70s.
Are you allowed to? I thought vaping was illegal in Asia.
Vaping?
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch me. I'll be there with a bamboo.
Vapes are illegal in Asia, aren't they?
Where did you think they all come from?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that they
might
can
make
do
them
it
and
over
send them out,
They
mate.
don't even have.
I'm pretty sure they're illegal.
They don't even have Facebook there. They use WeChat. You can't use certain things over there either. So, like, communication is like very limited.
I've got quite a few friends in the statue community who are all based out in Asia. So I get a lot because of the stuff I have shipped from there, but chatting to them on FaceTime and things like that, they've told me some of the things over there, and there's some very.
You're not allowed to use certain things. Like when Yi-Yang goes over there, I can only talk to him for so long, and then he's like, you can't use the social media platform. You have to use like the Chinese stuff, like WeChat, etc.
I would have thought if you go, because isn't Hong Kong the main hub for China? That's the main.
Oh, I don't know about technology. I'm shit at it. I don't know. I just know that
I know when all my stuff ships from Asia, it always goes to the Hong Kong airport before shipping to Europe. That's the customs it goes through out of. Whether it's Singapore, Japan, or wherever I buy from, it's always the Hong Kong customs it goes through.
Oh.
Can't you use a VPN? Go on Facebook with a VPN.
I'm not too sure. I mean, when Yi-Yang goes over there, he was like, "This is going to stop working in a minute," and then it just cut off. You think he'd know. same with my brothers. Like my brothers, I'll be talking to my brothers, and then we have to switch platforms so I can speak to them again. It's like, yeah, it's shit. Can't use
John's
certain
hoping to
things.
go spring in 2026. Tony says you're not supposed to be in public either, are you? Like while you're walking.
What, in Hong Kong? Yeah.
Yeah, of course you are. They eat on the
you
bloody
can.
streets.
It's street
They eat
food.
street.
You're thinking about Japanese crap that you're watching on TikTok.
No, I'm wondering if you're thinking more of Dubai. You're not allowed to drink alcohol.
Yeah, Dubai, you can't either.
But no, that's China. Bloody hell, food. You walk down the streets, food everywhere.
Spaghetti. Girls, I don't know what a mini is, but she says, I know in Thailand it's unlawful to stand on a mini to stop or from rolling or blowing away.
Money.
As in, oh, sorry, as it's disrespectful to the king as his face is on it. Is that true?
Yeah, can't stand on the king's face.
Oh, imagine it was a £50 note. I'd be like, yeah, fuck the king.
Hell no, would have gone back to the 80s.
It's interesting how things change and how things are different from one country to the next.
Yeah.
Is there as many opportunities for women out there as the UK? Is that the same or?
What? Like career-wise?
Yeah.
They're fucking clever out there.
Yeah, they are.
They're clever as shit. Not like me. I go out there and I'm like dumb.
Yeah, but they start school at like 7 in the morning.
Hasn't Asia got the highest percentage qualifications of?
That's why Chris calls me a broken Asian, because I'm not like them.
Oh, Spidet girls, don't apologise for your spelling. Mine's far worse. You need a translation dictionary when you're messaging me.
It's literally why Chris calls me a broken Asian, because I'm not as good as how I should be.
That's the English in you.
Yeah, that is the English side of me.
I take it you're coming up to Coventry, Sholing.
Of course.
Yeah, she's coming here on Saturday.
We're going on a date.
Oh.
We're going to the Shrinky Shrew.
Loopy, I've already booked it.
What? Just
Loopy Shrew.
Is it just you and Jason?
No.
And Chris.
Yeah, very disciplined, educated. It's quite good. Unlike me, I'm so thick on custard, says Jade. Bless you.
Yeah, we're going as a throuple.
Yeah, I'm good, Osman.
I'm on call all weekend, I am. But the other lad in Coventry is covering my Sunday, so I can come along.
After the show?
Yeah.
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 Looking forward to it.
But he's expecting a baby, so I said to him, look, please don't worry about it, you're on call. If it's 3 o'clock in the morning and your wife goes into labour, just phone me, I'll cover it. Not an issue.
And then next month's the last show of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, Brighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a touch and go one because of Christmas. Because the boys are a bit older. Layla will be 15 by then. Mark Osmond says, you okay because you're a little bit quiet?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's staring at all the nurses, Osmond.
You're relaxing, Mark.
Yeah, I've been up since 4:45 this morning.
Are you tired?
You probably need some good sleep, Mark. You're the world of God because you're always up late, up early.
Yeah, I think. Like I say, I think I went to sleep about 1:15, which was early for me, and then I was up at 4:45 this morning.
Well, yesterday, I mean, I come in from work and it was just, do you know when winter's just starting and you think, oh my God, I've been out here all day? One of them. So we had a bit of stodgy food and then Tara didn't say nothing. She just snuck off to bed at 8 o'clock. And then Noah and Layla disappeared because Layla's got a double bed. So Layla's lying in bed playing Xbox. Noah's playing a Switch. And there's me and Leo downstairs, and I look at Leo and I think, right, it's about bedtime for you. And I said to him, I says, shall we go and get in bed, mate? He was like, can I take my Switch? And I went, do you know what? Yeah. So there was me, Tara, and Leo in bed playing on phones and Switches. Noah and Layla in bed playing Xbox and Switch. And we just chilled probably till about, well, the boys till about 9:30. They had a little bit of a late night before they went to sleep. But then, yeah, just chilled out till about midnight yesterday in bed. But I think even just lying in bed can do so much for you. If you,
I want to lie in his bed. I just want to stare at what's at the end of his bed. I actually,
mine.
Yeah, I'd literally sit there all fucking day staring at it.
Jason's like, we can make that happen.
She's only little and it's a big bed.
The statue is literally the same size as me, and I was just staring at it for ages. In fact, I was crawling around on my hands and knees looking at everything at close detail.
I was going to
like,
say there was 60 Balfours next to you, and they practically got ignored.
They did. I did ignore them. I completely ignored them. Chris looked at them more. I was crawling around on my hands and knees looking at all the statue details.
Let's change around. When you come on Saturday, it'll be a little bit different for you because I've got all the new stuff in here. So all the animals are upstairs now.
Mm. Yeah, it was.
Oh, Jesus, John. John says, see you later, everyone. He's got a root canal at 8:30 tomorrow morning. I think I'd rather have my tooth out.
I've had root canal. It's not that bad.
Oh. I'm very much like, if you're gonna mess around with the tooth once, it's gonna happen again. So take it out now, and I've only got to go through it once. But yeah, good luck for in the morning, John. Take care, dude. Yeah, he said that is the other option. I had a tooth out nearly 2 years ago now, and they were prodding and poking it, prodding and that, and they're going, we could drill it, and I was like, take it out. They're like, well, there's a chance we could say, oh, take it out. That was one of the my last molar right back here. That one got taken out. I thought it was a wisdom tooth, but apparently I haven't got any wisdom teeth.
I had mine taken out when I was 18.
My wisdom teeth are, instead of lying this way, they're actually all lying down this way, and are all now part of the jaw, which is.
Oh, I had a problem with mine. They weren't pushing through properly, so all my gums swelled at the back, so all my glands were out. So I ended up having them all. Well, I had 2 done, and then I had to have a certain amount of time to recover. Then I had the other 2 done.
Oh, jeez. Linging the vulgar teeth,
but that's the only teeth I've had taken out.
I had 4 out when I was a kid.
Oh no! Tell a lie. I had one collapse because I damaged it on a Toblerone actually on holiday. I was in Rhodes and I put a Toblerone in the fridge. And I forgot about it, and I'd left it in there for a whole week, and I just heard this crunch at the back of my mouth, and my face just felt funny for a while, and then I just ignored it, and then I just had. It was a few weeks later. I had. It's the worst pain I think I've ever been in my life. In the end, because I never go to the doctors. My girlfriend at the time managed to get me to the doctors, and they gave me some painkillers. And basically, it's something. The root had snapped inside or something, and then of course an abscess had formed. So they had a hell of a job getting out because the tooth literally collapsed as they were trying to pull it out. It broke into 4 pieces. But yeah, so that's I've had 1 tooth in. Because of Toblerone, because of chocolate. How bad's that?
I had 4 out when I was about 15, 16, and then 1 back here out when I was 19. But the 4 I had out here, 2 grew back through, the others who didn't. But they took the 4 out in the hope that it would straighten my 2 front teeth up. But at the time, to have a brace fitted was, I think it was just expensive. That's why parents didn't do it. But they've offered it me since, and I've just gone, no, they're my teeth. They're a little bit wonky, and that's it. Fuck it. Scaly Mate says it's the people on TikTok and stuff when they're high as fuck still coming out of the operations from having the teeth removed. No, Tony, take care. You got any? You got anything planned to purchase at Coventry show, Jason? Or
No, I think I'm just gonna. I mean, some of the rarer baboons maybe, but I just want to go. I mean, I say this all the time. I was going to get nothing. I mean, Shrewsbury Comic Con's tiny, and I walked out with spent fucking hundreds of pounds in there.
yeah, I've seen that.
And so I don't want to say that I'm not going to buy anything, because I always do, because I'm terrible for spending. But I've got nothing specific. But I'll have a look. I'll have a look what's there. I'm only really buying baboons now, so I'm not really after anything else.
We just had the baboon man on.
Yes.
You have to drop Graham a message.
I'll be seeing the other baboon man and the baboon girl when I'm there. So Charlie and Nat. I have points with Nat, so I have free stuff.
Oh, even better. And enclosures.
Because I've just had some enclosures offer, and I've ordered some more. So
I actually managed to interview her at the last show for the Inverts channel video.
Nat,
Yeah.
of Enclosure.
Yeah. It took me about 6 shows to finally get her.
She's a good girl.
Girl. Awesome. And her husband, oh my god, he is just literally one of the funniest guys.
He's a beaut, isn't he?
Yeah, absolute gem of a man. What's everyone got as their main favourite species groups in their collection? That's easy for me. All mine are my favourites, because they're all different to the next one. I don't know. Some mean more to me than others, because there's obviously I've had a couple given to me and stuff like that, and especially there's a couple of spiders that I've got and the people aren't in the hobby anymore. But specific species I can't pinpoint. It's impossible.
Hi, Nanas. Vonworthy. Backhand.
Yeah, but the Von Worthy is just a name again.
Hi, Sam.
It is just a name, but there's.
All right, Sam. Yeah. How about you, Mark? Oh no, Link's still going.
Myself, Champon. I absolutely love that one.
The what?
Hmm?
The what?
Ornithoptene South Champon.
I've not heard of that one. What was it before?
I will show you it. It's so beautiful.
Oh, she's going to show me it.
I'm not showing it right now. I have to poke it. But I will show it. I will show it to you.
No, Sam.
But I am a fossorial Asian girl.
Husband says the baboons, pokies, Asian fossorials. If I had to choose baboons, Amy says my blueberries are my favourite, and only beetles I own, and then Raven, my female pulchra. Spirit Girl says Chiropagapus and Chili Brachius. That's a good choice. Very good choice.
Cereopagabus and Chiles are nice.
Yep. What's yours, Mark?
I think you know that already, Scott.
People watching the Panther videos, full stop.
Yeah.
Panthers.
Jason?
I mean, Simiroxygorum's right up there at the top for me, because they're just such a nice looking spider, and active and pretty showy. Fell in love with baboons now, so Caffriana, Marxie, Namaquensis, they're all stunning looking spiders.
I can't believe that the price of the baboons now they've come
I
right
mean,
down.
Saba Red's not. I mean, Saba Red's nice because at least two of the ones I've got are very showy. But I mean, the Balfoy commune's great. But I mean, it's like today I went in there and there was about 50 of them on show. But other days you can go in there and you can't see one. So it's like
Yeah, well, you literally you've shown us that on live. You went up and I think the last live there was only one or two out, and then the picture that you put on Facebook today, I think you said there was like 40 of them out.
Yeah.
Well, when we
I
was
couldn't get
up
them all in.
there,
I couldn't get. Sorry.
when we was up there was about 20, 30 out.
Yeah, I mean, I think today there was the most. But I know if I put the light on or lifted the lid to get a better picture, bump, they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
But that I think today was the most I've seen out at one time. I definitely counted 45 out, but there was probably a few more.
Mark seeing the nurses. Hi, Mark, and welcome to your activation page for OnlyFans.
Is it
Click
cup
yes
of
to proceed.
tea? Is it cup of tea time?
Cup of tea time, I wish.
They do look after you, don't they?
Yeah.
The Mad Animal House. Yep. You should ask them if you can bring some of your spiders into the hospital.
I think they'd all run.
The Mad Animal House. I'm really enjoying my ice pods at the moment. Oh yeah. But love the Darkling Beetles and Scorpions. Oh yes. Amy's into the Duckies and the Ember Bees. Oh, I love Ember Bees, man. But they're just still so pricey. Still very
Oh, I know what I was going to
pricey.
tell you. I know what I was going to tell you, which I noticed for certain today. I had a bit of an idea because now I think it's because they're upstairs and they've been left alone a bit more because in the front room, obviously, they're disturbed all the time. The bulldog ants, because I got the nest I got from Wakushi Nest. The lid sits so far off the actual the red cover sits so, and they've actually filled it with soil, so you can't see through the lid at all. But the thing is, I put that on about 3 inches of soil, which was just potting soil with a bit of sand mixed in and stuff like that. And then I put some stone and stuff in. They've actually moved out of the Kukushi nest and made their own nest under the soil. They've actually dug down into the soil and made their own nest. The Wakushi nest is I had a look today because I just couldn't see any cocoons in it or anything. They've literally moved everything out, and because I could see them standing guard, they've made the hole right where the entrance to the Wakushi nest is, but they've actually burrowed down into the soil and made their nest underground.
Shows you what they prefer.
Oh, that's good, Amy. Glad it's doing well.
The sapphire.
Yeah.
What was the beetle that was flying around loose at Peterborough Show? Scott. It was a fucking great big green thing. Emerald green
No
thing,
one.
the size of my palm. And me and Nick was like grabbing the rope and we were swinging the rope that was attached to the ceiling because it was attached to the rope. We was trying to get it off because it escaped. And then Nick gave it a full-on like a whip crack, and then the beetle just went whooshing off, landed on the floor. I ran over and I was like, "Quick!" And it was bigger than my hand.
So ladybird size then.
When the wings come out, it was just huge. I was like, what the fuck is
Did it
that?
have the 3 horns?
No, but it had really, really spiky legs and it was bright emerald
Thank you.
green, like
That's
metallic.
not one of those stags.
Thank you very much.
It was fucking massive. It was flying around and hit someone in the head.
Oh, that looks good.
That's how they're doing.
Yeah, good.
When they first went in, I lost a bit of the fungus.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because
Good.
that's a lot of the leaves, a lot of the rose petals that they've took from up here and literally just carried them straight out. So they must be just bad for the fungus.
Yeah.
But that's what.
Yeah, it's doing well at it.
Just about see it, can't you?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's a nice little enclosure, that.
And Stevie. Well, I've increased. They were sitting at about 22, 23, and I've been told, oh yeah, you know, between 22, 24. But I've put them up in here on a rack here where the temperature is more 25, 26. And I've noticed the fungus has started growing a lot quicker, and the ants seem a hell of a lot more active, like a hell of a lot more active.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Mates. I'll be interested to see what, because I know Phil's zoo, the zoo he works at, they're doing quite a bit of an experiment, aren't they, with different leaves, different fruit leaves. Because Dave just said he's a munching privet. I think the idea with the rose petals is they contain a lot of vitamins and minerals or something. So it's a good idea to put some in every now and again. Hi, Mark, and welcome to OnlyFans. Click yes for your 15% discount to continue.
It's interesting, you know, they have that option.
I've been on Ling's enough, you know what I mean?
She was doing a live stream from my bedroom.
She hasn't got an OnlyFans. She's got a fuck off fans.
I have got fuck fans.
Oh, the flower beetles, the big
I think it
thing.
was a flower beetle. It was freaking massive. Well, compared to me, it was bloody massive. But it flew down and smacked someone in the head, and I was like, "What the fuck?" The sound.
The little green jewel that will come flying out the enclosure on one of the lives. It's still buzzing around in here every now and again.
That was the doctor coming round at 11 to do a blood test.
They're doing half monitor you.
Scott, you know, since I've been in now, they've took bloods every day.
Do they just not leave a cannula in?
Got one here?
Yeah. Oh, so that's where they go.
No, they've got to do it from a vein.
Oh, wow.
Cannulas for flushing stuff out.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't draw from a cannula. You insert from a cannula.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've got to have a blood test. So I've got the camera in the morning. Want me to eat it, so I'll see what develops.
What? You got to swallow the camera?
Yeah.
How the fuck? I'd be gagging.
How are they going to see your heart if you swallow it? Or they're just making sure everything in your stomach's all right?
This is because I've got liver problems. They want to want me to put the camera down so that I can get a biopsy of my liver.
Oh. Oh, Jesus. The female nurse is Harriet Arms.
It's all right for women, ain't it? It's I had to have the camera down. They're used to swallowing, ain't they?
I'm not commenting, Mark. I don't want the backlash off that.
I'm hoping that Dead Set's going to have some more wet specimens that I want at Cobb Show on the weekend. Because my wet specimen that I got,
Reed.
Oh, you're right.
I was skipping around with it, and everyone like Tim was disgusted.
I'd love. Do you know like the deer fetus or a snake in the actual embalming fluid in the jars?
That's what I've got. I've got a deer.
Yeah, I'd love something like that. I'd be wicked.
I've got Bambi on my shelf.
You've got a deer?
A baby deer in a jar.
Have you?
Yeah, I absolutely fucking love it. I've put it underneath. I've put it on my spider shelf downstairs where the LED lights are shining through, so all of the fluid has gone green, and then the deer is lit up.
I don't blame you, Reese. That's what Reese is going to do with his dead snake. Reese, are you coming to Coventry then? He's done it with a scorpion.
I've got an idea of what I want for my shelves downstairs.
Oh, how did Julianne's got a kitten in a jar from Laura? Now, I don't like cats, but one in a jar, you know, sounds better to me.
I'd like a really
I love stuff like that too, and everyone thinks I'm strange. God. I think my exploded snake in resin is in the house. And I'm pretty sure my little deer... Pretty sure the little deer antlers are in there as well.
Well, I love mine. I've got an idea of what I want for the whole top shelf in my sitting room, which I'm going to start collecting. And I want an Oculus collection. I can't find any. Maybe you could find it, actually, Jason. You know lots of people that's got odd collections.
I do. I've got a channel on it.
Yeah. I'm looking for an Oculus collection. So I just want like a whole tray of original glass eyeballs.
That should be
Loads
pretty
of
easy
different
to.
glass
That
eyeballs.
should be. Oh, that'd be easy to do, wouldn't it?
I don't want resin ones. I don't want plastic ones. I want the original 1800 glass eyeballs.
Julianne has a dead cupboard. Oh.
I've got a dead house.
Family are mortified.
Yeah, everything in my house is dead.
I've just got like, instead of a real finger, I've got like model cut-off ones.
Yeah, when you held that up, when we was at, what show was that when you held that up? It didn't look like a finger.
Gavin, impossible inverts.
Yeah, it didn't look like a finger when you held it up for our picture.
It's that one he did is just that is the one of my favourites.
Oh, that's it. That's what you was holding up.
The famous thing, the finger butt plug that he did for me.
Mm.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Gavin's doing something for me.
If you smell it, it still smells like Gavin.
He's doing something for me at the moment. My little surprise.
You can get off Balrog.
And Timmy found a website that's got a picture like the picture that I want at your house, Jason. The skinless face.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. But resting on it in exact placement is the lobotomy tools.
Oh.
Yeah. I love that.
I mean, Luke, who did that, you can buy prints off him of that.
Yeah, but I want the lobotomy tools to go with it. And I want them placed exactly where they need to go.
Why don't you get the picture and buy the lobotomy tools separately? So you've got the tools actually on the picture, like a.
I don't want replica tools. I want the tools from this website where they go and find. They go out in America into the old rundown asylums, and you watch them finding shit, digging it out from rubble.
Yeah, but you can't ship weapons from America to the UK.
No.
Spinette girl says one in the pink, two in the stink. I
can tell you that now.
Get the finger out.
It's very, very difficult to get any kind of bladed weapons imported from abroad into the UK.
Yeah, it is. I think this place.
I've got that custom dagger, which was that Grima Wormtongue dagger, but it had to the amount of paperwork we had to go through, and that's because the guy that makes them, he makes all sorts of Lord of the Ring props, and he basically he decides who has them. It had to sit in. it had to sit in customs for about 3 months, and there was a lot involved. You can't just import bladed things into the UK. It's not that simple.
This guy is based in the UK, and he brings it all over. He brings it from the US.
Yeah,
so he does all that work.
Well, say if it's already here, then that's. But again, you need to be sort of a little bit careful, because whenever you're dealing with any kind of bladed thing, regardless of what it is, whether it's, you know, it can be seized. That's the thing you've got to be prepared for. It can be seized, and they don't need to give you a reason.
Yeah. Well, he's already over here, so I wouldn't mind getting some bits from him. And he sells like actual human things, which I think is pretty cool as well. I love all of that. So itchy. I think I've got new.
Reese says, Jason, reckon you could get hold of Gimli's axe? It could be a proper dwarf there.
Yeah.
They had a whole array of swords, daggers, knives, axes at the Coventry Comic Con.
Yeah, but it's the same company that do all of that. If you want to get licensed weapons, you want to go to United Cutlery. Go to United Cutlery, and they do pretty much all the Lord of the Rings weapons. They do everything. I've got a few United Cutlery pieces.
It cracks me up when they sell the blunt ones, because I think
they have to be.
You know, 10 minutes on a grinder and it's sharp.
Yeah, but the metal that they're made out of would probably shatter. It's not designed for sort of making. Mind you, that Nazgul that dagger upstairs is extremely sharp. Did you handle that when you were here? That sounds ever so rude. Did you handle that when you were here?
Everything.
Did you feel how sharp that was? That, you know, the one that sits below. Because that's really sharp. That is. I'm amazed that they got away with doing that.
You'd be surprised what I found when I was at your house while she was gabbing.
But if you're in the UK, I highly recommend going on Ravenforge, because Ravenforge sell a whole array of film replica weapons, unlicensed, so they're vastly cheaper. If you want to get an idea of how much licensing costs, buy something unlicensed, then look how much the licensing thing costs in comparison.
Yeah.
Would you like a hot drink?
Yeah, please.
What would you like?
Yeah, I'll have a brew, please.
Cup of tea, please. No sugar.
Green tea, please.
Can you put it in Mark the Spider Guy cup?
Can I have a custard cream as well?
Is that the one that was asking for your telephone number, Mark?
Huh? I wouldn't mind.
Do you want to, Scott? I've actually got one of the, no, it's not yet, one of the Ravenforge swords here. Do you want to have a look at it?
Yeah.
It's actually from The Hobbit.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that did not look like that.
Can you see that? Is that showing up, Scott?
Oh, you did put it on big screen.
Yeah, let me put you on big screen. That is gorgeous. Not me. Mark's better looking than me. Bling's better looking than Mark. But then that blade just takes priority.
So that's the unlicensed Orchrist, which is on Ravenforge. So that was 60 quid, if I'm remembering rightly. If you buy the United Cutlery one, it's about 280 quid. So
have you got the expensive one as well?
Yes. No, not of Orchrist. I've got the United Cutlery. I've got the Nazgul and the Witch King swords, which are upstairs. Again, Ling saw those when she was here. They're United Cutlery, and I've got something else.
Thank you, Spirit Girl.
I got something. But anyway, yeah. So that's from Ravenforge, though. So they're really good, but they're completely blunt. That's completely flat edged.
It's like Reese says, it's just difference between softened and hardened metal. So if you put that blade through heat treat, it would be hard, and you could
Yeah, you got. I mean, it's up to you, really. But
Heat oil, heat oil, heat
I'm not a
oil.
blacksmith, so I mean, it's,
Yeah.
you can buy them and do what you want to them, I suppose. But I know there's something like this. I suppose for 60 quid, it doesn't matter if you sort of damaged it. But I just have them for display. But because I don't collect from the Hobbit, but I do love the Orcus sword. I think it's a sexy sword.
Reese says Sting, isn't it?
This isn't Sting. This is Orcus. This is out of the Hobbit. This is the one that. What's his face? What's his name? The leader, the king of the the dwarves had.
You don't know his name?
I'm not a fan of the Hobbit. Yeah, I can't think of his. Thorin Oakenshield.
Thorin, good lad. I was thinking, come on, Jason, please.
Thorin.
Don't let the side down.
It's Thorin's sword. So anyway, there you go.
I wouldn't have had a fucking clue.
Spidet Girl says, wow, that's huge. Reese says, yeah, it's way bigger than Sting. Oh, my bad. Not that essay, Scott. What?
Easy essay.
Yeah, just because him and Osmond, Trond and Osmond can just literally have what they want.
Take me off, big ass. Cheers.
That's the only thing that would probably stop me ever keeping tarantulas if I ever lived in America, because I would literally have the gun cabinet to end gun cabinets. I wouldn't have any money for
America, you'd be able to catch tarantulas, so you wouldn't need to buy them.
Yeah, you'd be able to just go out and get the New World.
Yeah, just catch them. My friend's always sending me pictures of ones she's got in her garden.
Are they Calcodis or?
Yeah, she sent a few. They're normally mature males that are wandering around looking for females. Invariably, they're always mature males.
I'd be out all the time poking holes.
Okay.
Oh, really? Osmond says swords, knives, guns, big no-no. There, deadly animals, not a problem at all. I thought you could keep weapons over there. Obviously, Tron can't either.
It's a very difficult
stuff.
thing to do. It's why you're better off here in the UK is finding, like with United Cutlery, it's very difficult to import the stuff into the UK. You're better off finding someone that's got an actual registered taxable business that does it for them. So Collectibles Direct UK is one place that has a lot of United Cutlery. So CD UK, they have a lot of United Cutlery stuff. But personally, if you just want something to hang on your wall that looks nice and not pay a fortune for it, Ravenforge. They're based in Wales. Just go on Ravenforge. They've got axes, daggers, all sorts of things. Spend a certain amount of money, you get a bag of free goodies off them as well. Yeah, just go and look at Ravenforge.
Osmond says that sword that you showed is not allowed there at all.
That's why everyone over there is so chilled out. Not influenced by violence.
I mean, it's not sharp, but I tell you what, if you crack somebody over the head with it, you're going to do them a lot of damage anyway. So it's kind of.
Don't tell me that, Jason.
In the 90s, I had literally a 10-inch blade with a sheath. I was in the Scouts. We carry it and everything, not a problem. But 9 times out of 10, if we had a fight, it was these. And since knife crime's become so big, you can't carry stuff that you could back then. And it's a shame. There's skills with knives that are just going to get lost.
Other countries will carry those skills on.
I mean,
thank you very much. Thank you.
Got Harley Quinn's replica back. That's pretty heavy. Yeah, I think the most deadliest thing in our house is probably the 2.2 air rifle, but that's it. I can't actually remember the last time I shot that.
I've got joysticks.
I don't.
I can't remember what they're bloody called now. You know what Carmen Electra's got? The 3-4 pronged Yeah, what the fuck are they called? I don't know what they're called. But you
don't.
use them.
Carmen Electra. Do you mean just Electra?
Yeah, Electra. Who the fuck's Carmen Electra?
You said Carmen Electra. She's the actress,
Who-
isn't she?
Who is
She's
she?
an actress. Yeah, Carmen Electra. Was she an actress?
Carmen Electra? Wait a minute, let me just Google who she is.
Yeah, she was. She sort of disappeared into nothingness, didn't she?
Oh, you want me banned?
Oh, she's a model. Page 3 model. Why did I think of her?
Well, because of Electra. You were right with Electra. Electra wasn't she Daredevil's sidekick?
I don't know.
I think she was. I'm sure she was tied in with Daredevil. I'm not a fucking DC or Marvel fan, to be honest with you, but I don't claim to know a great deal about it.
I can't remember what the fuck they're called. Anyone know what they're called? Size. That's it. They're called Size. I got some Size because I used to do
Thank you very much.
I don't even know what the fuck I used to do. You use the you use
That's
a glow
earlier
stick in
I had
it,
a drink
put Size in it. It's like Kobodo. Kobodo. That's what you should do. Kobodo. Kabudo.
I mean, all
Kabudo.
the swords. I mean, the thing is, all the swords I've got hanging. I've got the Conan sword around there from. But the only thing I've ever sort of waved around and played with has been the lightsaber because that makes the sound.
I'm really good guys. I'm not very good with the nunchucks. I kept smacking myself in the face with those. Nunchucks are quite hard. Especially when they give you the foam ones.
Oh, wow.
There's no weight to them, so you're just swinging them around. Then when they give you weight, it's like twat.
Bloody hell! You with nunchucks, it'd be like a skipping rope, wouldn't it?
I really liked my nunchucks. I just couldn't use them. I was really good at
I'd say, unfortunately, Mark's not at home. He's in the hospital. Otherwise, he'd show us this huge collection of dildos.
Wow.
And butt plugs.
Mark, you dark horse. I think he's muted us.
He's got us muted.
I bet he has now. I wouldn't mind a gun license, but I don't think I quite get one yet because the last mental episode is less than 10 years ago. I mean, you've got to be 10 years without having you or something.
It's like 90 quid for a gun license down here.
And I don't think I'd pass 100% of the checks.
They come in, they check your house, they check your gun cabinet, they check what your ammunition is away from your gun.
Yeah, that's my problem. It would be kids in the house and a living Coventry.
Well, I've got kids in my house. Just keep them in different places. But yeah. But then I'm in the countryside.
Yeah.
So if you step on my land.
If you have a criminal record or any mental health diagnosis, you can't even apply for a license. Says Osma over there.
No.
Well, yeah. I mean, criminal record, I can understand. Well, both really.
I mean, you can still in the UK, go out and shoot. Fire weapons.
I mean, why would you want it? I mean, seriously, why?
Me? Zombie apocalypse.
Well, no, in general, I mean, it's. I just don't understand.
I prefer
why
in the winter months. I prefer eating game and then using every single part of whatever I shoot.
I enjoy eating fish, but I ain't got a fucking fishing rod.
I got fishing rods, but I do also go out and get game. I love a bit of game. I love game pie. I like rabbit pie. I use all the pelts, and I've made like cushion covers out of the pelts. Keep the tails because they're lucky. Fluff them up with a bit of washing up liquid and some warm water.
I mean, I can understand people wanting to fire guns because of the testosterone. My friend's just come back from America, and he went to some, I don't know whereabouts in America it was, but they had a day on a gun ranch where they were firing all manner of weapons. He was showing me the video footage, and you can see it must be one hell of a adrenaline rush to do it. I understand that, but to own a gun, no.
Nathan had an airsoft gun.
Because it doesn't matter how sensible you are if you've got other people in the house.
Nathan got an airsoft gun and he was coming down to mine with it because he had a row with Carly, and she called the police on him. Police come out and arrested him. He was in cell all night.
For what?
Well, they said it was a firearms, but after he'd been in the cell all night and the solicitor come on the morning, they didn't give him no charge. But
Yeah,
try and get him on
as long as it's in a case, as long as it's in a case, they can't say anything or do anything. And surely even non-armed police would tell the difference between an air rifle and a real rifle.
Well, it was just an hand one, and they couldn't tell the difference. Now, saying it should have been painted on top, it's illegal. But I don't know, flipping.
But surely looking at the barrel, they would have gone, oh yeah.
Yeah, but you're looking. You've got two chances when you're looking at the barrel, haven't you? You know what I mean? It's by that point you'd have already pulled the taser.
Yeah, that is true.
And you've only got to look at the statistics in America of how many kids are killed by their parents' gun because they've got into the gun thing and loaded it and killed themselves. It doesn't matter. It's the same with keeping. You can do the same with keeping exotic pets. Doesn't matter how sensible you are. It takes one idiot to ruin it for everyone, doesn't it?
As Jay said, the amount of arrests here due to people having air pistols on the prom of the beach. Well, yeah, if it's not in a case and you've got it out and the air pistol's cocked and loaded, they can do you under the firearms law. And if it's overpressurized as well, overpowered, it then goes into the firearms. And under the firearms law, it's 5 years per weapon at the judge's discretion.
I said to Nathan, we can't give you it back. Want it back?
Did he get it back? No.
Nah. I said, we can't give you back. And he said, well, I don't want it back. So
Why couldn't they give it back?
I don't know.
How can they take something off you, which they arrested you for, release you with zero charge, and not give you that item back?
But I did.
That's worth it.
No, it's Amy.
See, Amy?
I mean, I've got a friend and he did close on to 8 years and he had computers and all sorts taken off him and he got them all back eventually.
Mm-hmm.
No real point that long later, but still. Years ago, my granddad kept his in a locker in the garage, but then laws changed. He had to store them in a type of lock up indoors. Yeah, because I think the part of the gun's got to be in one place. The firing mechanism then's got to be locked separately away from the gun, and then I think the ammo's got to be locked separately again. So your gun cabinet's basically just split into 3, if I remember right. Hey, Des. You were not allowed to have air guns even in a case unless you're going from or to a gun shop. I have a collection and shooting air guns. Oh wow. Osman, I can't get to my WhatsApp until after I finish the live, unfortunately. But if it's what I'm thinking of, you did show me Probably 2 years ago, if I remember right, when you went over to see your brother in Turkey. Chad, I don't want to go on a one tank. Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't fired mine for a long time. Just simply, there's apart from a little gun range up the road, which isn't fantastic. It's literally just a bit of grass and some paper and a paper target. There isn't really anywhere else I can take it, so it's just sitting there. My friend, he goes up there with his air rifle, so I tried to give it to him, and he went, "No, it's all right, got you keep it." He said, "One day you'll want to come down." I'm like, okay.
Anyway, Scott, I'm going to jump off, mate.
Look after yourself, Mark.
Well, do,
What, are you getting yourself ready for the special bed bath?
If only. If only.
When will you know what's actually happening?
Look, so I got this camera tomorrow. Then they're going to have a look at the results of them, and then they're going to, hopefully towards the end of the week, they're going to the surgeon's going to come round, and he'll be telling me like what surgery I'll be having, whether it's through the groin or open heart. But the one doctor, because it's closed up so much, that one valve, that it could be open heart, but I'm hoping it ain't. So yeah.
Well, fingers crossed for you, mate.
We'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Good night, everyone in chat. Take care, all. And for
Look after yourself, Mark.
whoever's doing the show Sunday, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you all soon.
Cheers.
Look after
Take care.
yourself, dude.
All right. Night, everyone.
Night.
Bye.
Bless him. Jay, the space station is going to be changing. I'm just literally waiting for a friend to finish doing something, and then, yeah, that'll be it. More will be revealed when it's all finished, I suppose. But I do want to cover this with something, and then put some shells from a little bits that are like not spiders, but I still like everything here.
What are you
Because I'm
doing?
paranoid the back of the chair is going to twat it every time. Sorry?
No, I'm talking to the dog that's just squeezed itself underneath my legs.
Getting ready to drop one.
Get out. Get out. Sisama. Where? Right.
Dogs like bollocks.
Drove me nuts.
Could just imagine your dog meeting another dog over the park. What's your owner like? Oh yeah, she covers me in love and cuddles, lets me on the bed. What's your owner like? She tells me to fuck off in Chinese every 2 seconds.
Well, he's got his own bed down there. Doesn't need to be on my feet.
I'm going to be closing the live in a minute or two. There isn't one on Tuesday next week because I'm on call with work. So in case I get called out, I don't run a live. But the following week there will be one, and the week after, and then not one, and then yes, and then a no. I know Uncle Dave have been chatting about another live, so no doubt that'll happen. That'll probably have to swap nights with Chris though, because he won't do a Tuesday. He wants to do Fridays only. Because he gets tired, bless him, with Uncle Dave. Normally, because we're chatting till about midnight.
It will be just me on Friday.
No surprise there. He has messaged me a few times actually. I just just did clock. He's something about being real busy with work still. So, but we shall see.
I mean, mine are scatty as fuck. I never know what the fuck I'm doing, and I have to do admin and talk. But actually, I quite enjoyed Friday because me and Jason had a very good conversation about poo. So
yeah,
about poo.
About having a shit. Yeah, I quite liked it. It was actually quite a good, funny live.
since you've come here, we're just so comfortable talking about all things now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We just don't care now. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Everything's fun. But yeah, I'm shit. I paired Lividus. Yeah, I paired Lividus. That was successful. So I've got some others, but I've got diversities together at the moment. I've still got the GBBs together. I've just left her to that. She can deal with that. Yeah.
What do you reckon? GBBs will get it on and then she'll munch him and that'll be that.
Wow. Whatever.
Whatever, Trevor.
I'm really hoping the diversities will do all good. He's just sat there, so hopefully that will be well. Lividus was successful. Don Purples was successful. Sturmy was successful. I can't remember what else I've been pairing. I've been pairing loads of random shit.
You're definitely going to need more, I reckon.
I've already taken up 3 rooms of my house. I can't take any more rooms up. I'm just going to
say that, but you know you're going to.
I'm not. I'm going to be driving up and down the country, going to and fro the shed and here.
Yeah, but if you put your racking around the outside, there's always room for a racking in the middle. Or 2.
Wow.
So you can have rows.
You say that, but I've got a pig dog that just bowls through shit. So, and I don't really want him to knock over a racking.
Lock the door.
So I do. I've put locks with keys on all of the doors that spiders in. But this morning, Reggie, my youngest son, he was off school today because he woke up with a really bad cough and sore throat. So I kept him home, and he was going up the stairs after he had chilled with me, and he was like, "Mum, is this black spider real or is it dead?" And I was like, "It's probably just a house spider. Don't worry about it." And he was like, "No, seriously, come here." So I've gone up the stairs, and as I've gone up the stairs, I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing out?" It was my Ornithopterus species Costalis, who had just paired the female.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, "What are you doing out here on my stairs?" So she's being put in a new house, so she can't get out of it. Little mare. And then everyone else was poked to make sure they were in.
About fucking time. Don't know if you can see the white pack. Balfour.
Oh, nice.
About fucking time. That was from paired just after C's. That's where. No, it weren't. It was Bristol show. I bought the mature male at the Bristol show.
Oh, from Danielle. She had loads.
No, it's just random. I can't remember. What was his name now?
I've got like
can't remember.
I've got like 4 males and fucking loads of females all being paired.
The first room, he was in the first room against that far wall as you walk in.
I don't know. I don't notice.
Hold on.
Bristol show.
No.
Where was we? Oh, we were along the back wall.
That was the tub it came in.
You know, I don't know who that would have been.
I always keep them out of tubs because if you're lucky, they do that.
Oh, I just got some loads of random males from everywhere. I do want to pair my Escalciatum though. She's a beast. I do want to purr her. Although she's like almost the size of an A4 piece of paper when she's spread out. So
I bought mine, and she was a big girl. And the quart box she lives in is like this, but then it's got a side piece. And she webbed it all up, and she's been in there. Where did I buy her from? I mean, I know I've had her longer than 6 months, and I've seen her when I put her in. She webbed up, and that was it. So I was thinking, I wonder if she was paired. So I broke the webbing, and there's a molt at the bottom, and I was looking at it thinking, shit, it's fucking dead, because of the way it weren't like a rolled up molt. It was just laid out like that on the floor. So I thought, fuck. Got the long tongs out, and I thought, well, I'll try and get her out then. And as I've gone to get her out, the actual spider's legs have just appeared from above like this, bomb. And I've gone, oh fuck! Let's back out of there rather gently, grab the molt, close the doors. See you later.
no, it's not a Rufilata. It was a S calciatum that I've got, and I'm wanting a male for her. She's a beast, absolute unit. And she fucked off around my bathroom because I refused to rehouse her the way I rehouse all of my other spiders. And I'm glad I did because she did fucking laps around my tiles. Don't think. I mean, everyone that's out. I'm looking for a coal sock male as well. I'm not sure. Maybe Damien might have some males. What do you reckon, Jason?
Possibly,
the males
yeah.
that I need anyway. Because you can't get the males for the spiders that I want round here or in any show or anywhere else.
Round here?
Yeah, round here.
Round here.
Round here, round my parts. Very good. You're not local.
Annoying. It's so annoying that I can't get anything that I want. That all my spiders, they're just not around.
You can't even get.
But it's not annoying that I've got them. It's just annoying that I can't easily get things that I need. My Imira, I noticed that he's a little boy now, and my little Minge is a boy. So the Minge is going to Enclosure's Nat, and she's going to have babies with me, and the Imira is going to Charlie. So we're going to get some Charlings and some Natlings.
Natlings.
Yeah. Charlings and Natlings. And then I'm getting a load of 6-eyed sand spiders.
Off Charlie.
Yeah, I'm getting quite a few off of him. So God knows where they're going to fucking go. Because, well, I don't know where the fuck they're going to go.
In one of the rooms.
Moved out into another room. Start creating a new room. Ridiculous, this is. I should have just collected dolls.
I think if it weren't spiders, I think I would have ploughed a lot of money into a car instead, or a car.
Well, I started off
with spiders,
horses. Spiders, horses, and snakes. And then horses are fucking expensive to keep. So then it went down to just spiders and snakes. Horses are ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, mate had 2 donkey things for the kids, and yeah, he ended up getting rid of them after a couple of years. He said the same thing.
Donkeys?
Yeah, not lot. Well, they weren't quite horses, a bit smaller than ponies. That's it.
Shetland?
No, like little pony things.
Yeah, Shetland.
Oh no,
Well, you've
ponies
got
are bad.
Shetlands, ponies.
No, Shetland ponies are massive, aren't they?
No, they're tiny.
No, not the little dwarf things. They're like smaller than a horse,
No, you're thinking it's
but not that. Like I'd say about here.
Like a Dartmoor pony kind of thing.
I ain't got a fucking clue. Just a pony.
Yeah, you got a small pony, then you've got the ponies, and then you've got the horses,
Yeah.
and then you've
got small ponies. You've got bigger ponies. You've got horses, and you've got fucking massive horses.
Aren't we just making this
I know.
overly complicated? It was a small
That's
fucking
it.
horse.
It's not a horse, it's a pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It
the world
was a
fucking
medium-sized
evolved.
pony horse.
I'm literally waiting to meet the guy in finance who's almost dead now. who wants to get me a black gypsy cob before he goes face down on the ground. So cold. Goodbye. No, joking. I'm not like that. You'd also get told to fuck off.
The amount of conversations that was seen when blokes cracked onto Ling, and Ling's like, "Fuck off." That's it. No. There's no like piss taking when it comes to stuff like that. There's no like little jibes or anything. It's just fuck off.
Well, why entertain it?
Yeah.
They're boring me already.
Yeah, that is true. It just cracks me up.
I will be having a nice joke and a bit of banter with someone, and then they just say something like, "Do you want to go out for a coffee or something?" And then I'm just like, "Ugh, go away."
Really? Yeah.
Why didn't they just let the flow go, and then we'll just keep going, and then it'll be like, "Do you fancy a drink now? I'm quite thirsty," and then just go with the flow. Why do you have to break it and then just start being all weird and serious? It's breaking the flow, because now you're going to start telling me shit about yourself so that I get to know you. Why couldn't I just get to know you naturally in a flow of just being yourself?
Surely telling you about yourself is getting to know you.
Yeah, but not in, like, do you know what I mean? If we're having banter and we're like having a laugh and we're just doing things, and let's just say, I don't know, this moisturizer, yeah? I'm talking to you, we're having a laugh, and then I start giving myself a pump, and you go, "Oh, I quite like that stuff." Do you? Cool. Now this conversation's still flowing. There's no break in it, but now I know that you use Cordially. So
yeah, but you know I don't use that.
I know what you use, and I know how good that product is, because I am that person in excellence. So, like, I don't want someone to just be like, "Ha ha ha ha, this is such a good time." Anyway, I really like the colour of your eyes. So fuck off. Stop looking at me, you prick.
Started to get into the root of why you're still single anyway.
I couldn't give a fuck. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than go through that shit.
Yeah, because she wants to be single.
Yeah.
I was single for, I think it was 3 years. And yeah, that was because I wanted to be. Just about had enough of women.
I just can't be bothered with having to.
I did have friends, obviously, but
I don't really want to update people on what I'm doing all the time. Like, fuck off.
fuck, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't update anyone?
Scott, sorry, dude, but what's that bump on the back of your head? Don't be sorry. I don't mind people asking. It's a cyst, and they won't operate on it until it becomes infected, basically. So
do you want me to infect
it's just there. I've had it since. Yeah. It started off when I was in my early 20s, and it's. I think since about I was 25 to 45, it's doubled in size. So it's not doing too bad, but I might save up and have it removed. But at the same time, I'm like, I kind of like it, because, do you know, if you're around normal people, they look at it and fuck off. And And I was just like, bye.
I mean, I could always like not brush my teeth and lick it.
Nah, nothing bad, Osman. No, just assist.
And then they'd have to operate because it'd be infected with me.
I did think about like getting a book and twatting it, but I also don't like the idea of going under a knife, even for a small decision to have it removed. But
Be all right.
I suppose if it, if it needed doing, then you'd have to, wouldn't you?
It'd be fine. Spidet girls, legs and layers loves being single too. It's not that I love being single. I just don't like telling people what I'm doing. I just think, fuck off, mind your business. But that's me. I don't want someone like, what are you doing? Who are you going with? I'm going with Jason.
But you've not been single for long, have you?
No, a year. Been quite nice. Just over a year.
So I'm on 5 years now, apart from a couple of.
To be honest, it doesn't even feel like it's been just over a year. It feels like a week. It doesn't feel very long at all. Yeah, we do have our own little world. Although
I do miss my own little bot. To be fair, with Tara, I just go off and do my own thing anyway. And if it weren't like that, then we wouldn't be together. Put it that way.
no, but you still have to inform her what you're doing. I don't want to do that.
Not always. I just fuck off and do my own thing.
Yeah, I know, but then you come back and then you tell her what you've done. I just don't want to be informed on what I'm doing.
50% of the time, yeah.
I've had enough of someone needing to know where I am all the time.
But yeah, half the time she don't give a shit, and that's what I like.
But then you're also respectful, obviously, because you've got your own your own, not boundaries, but like there's things that you wouldn't do because you are married. Whereas I've just gone out and bought a fucking rave ticket and I'm going on a weekend rave. I'm going to disappear for the fucking weekend.
Oh, I would. If I wanted to do that, I would do that. But it's a rave, so she would have gone. And to be honest, if it was a rave, I'd be like, "Yeah, you go. I'm staying at home."
Yeah, I wouldn't even actually normally go to this rave. In fact, I haven't gone to any of these raves. It's just that it's the last ever one. So I thought, well, if it's the last ever one, I'm not going to have an opportunity to maybe think about it next year. So I might as well just fucking go to this one and see what it's like. So I bought my outfit. I'm going to rave up. I'm going to get lost.
No, Scott always has the last words. Yes, dear.
Too much. I'm going for a nice.
Clara does what the fuck she wants, and so do I, and that's literally it.
I can't. Different life then. No. I can do whatever I want now. I like it. Peaceful. Who's that?
So I'm a payer's pulchra.
You just dropped one. Did you?
I did. Yep.
Jason's face.
What?
Whenever something happens, I always watch Jason.
Go.
Whenever what? Sorry.
Whenever anyone does anything, I always look at you to see your expression because I can try to work out what's going through your mind. I like people watching. as well. I love doing that. That's what I do at shows. I stand back and I'll just people watch. And I'll joke around behind the table and sell spiders, but I'm mostly people watching.
Well, you must have to look between the boxes.
Yeah.
She just stands on Chris's shoulders.
I don't know. They're so fucking high. Because when Chris buggers off, then I've got and then like someone says, "Oh, can I have a look at mystery box?" I'm like, "Yes, mate. Well, which one are you looking at? Because I can't see shit." Might as well just go around the other side and talk to them. Beef shin. That'd be nice in a stew, wouldn't it? Shin of beef. Yes or no?
What?
A shin. You don't eat meat.
No, I know.
Shin of meat. A shin of beef. Sorry. I've got Stanley's out in his house, and over there he's like got a load of boys over there working out in all this gym stuff in his house. And I said to him, "What are you doing? Are you coming over?" And he's like, "No, I've got my mates here, we're all working out." So I'm imagining them all in his sitting room, pumping iron, feeling really buff. Just cracking me up.
All of them going, Can we go and see your mum? Can we go to your mum's house?
No, they
I'm all pumped.
There's no point because if they ask her a question, she'll tell them to fuck off. Apparently.
Exactly. No, unless they're helping tidy up, they're not welcome. One of them came round yesterday when I was sorting out my racking, and I had him going up and down the stairs bringing me tanks. And then once I got everything I needed, I just closed the door. He went back out again and just went bye. Ciao.
That literally sounds like the plot to a porno. I was sorting out my racking when one of my son's friends come around.
No, absolutely fucking not. Not a chance.
He was carrying the racking down the stairs when he accidentally slipped. At the same time, I accidentally slipped. And
no. Stop talking to me about 20-year-olds like that. It's weird. It races me out.
I wonder what they think when they go home.
What? I mean, I think, no, all their parents are older than me. I think I'm the youngest mum, but I'm not actually young. But yeah, no. One of them, when they go out on the piss, one of them won't get in my car if I get called to go and pick them up when they're all pissed. One of them refuses. He actually catches the bus back to the village because he won't get in my car.
Why?
Because I get fucked off that they ring me at stupid o'clock in the morning and get me to go out and get him because Stanley's most of the time puking his fucking ring up, and I get pissed off with it. And then when I turn up, I go, "Get the fuck in the car!" They don't get it. So they put Stanley in the car, and then I bring him home, and then he pukes everywhere. Gets my wick.
Poor Stanley.
Now he doesn't get drunk like that because I kick off. It's gross. Why'd you get like that if you can't handle it? Well, fucking eat something before you go out. Mind you, saying that, I don't drink and I've got this ticket to this rave, so I'll probably come back and Stanley's going to be like, "What the fuck?" I'll probably be the one coming in puking. Oh, God. You've got to try everything once, though, haven't you?
Not necessarily.
Yeah. I do.
Depends what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But within reason, Jason, within reason.
Well,
It's
most
fun.
things are in.
It sounds fun.
Reason is only a matter of perspective.
Well, if it sounds fun to me, I'll do it. If it sounds like a bad idea, I probably will do it. Because I like to fuck around and find out. But yeah. Why what does camera lady call us? She calls me and Chris trouble. And then Hannah said that you had a pair of 10-year-olds turn up at your house. We weren't. We were really good. Although he was playing musical chairs a lot. He didn't know where to sit.
Yeah.
He moved around your sitting room. I think he sat on every chair.
He kept apologising. I was like, just fucking sit in one place.
I just ignore him, as you saw.
The thing is, it's like because of he just seems a lot bigger than he is when he's here because of the low ceilings and everything else. It's like even when I was in another room, it felt like he was in my fucking way.
I was literally waiting for him to knock himself out walking into your bedroom because he wasn't paying attention. That's gross, Trond. We're not looking at that. We're not talking about that. The gross little shits.
Probably true.
I don't care. Don't like it. But he was looking down at his phone and I was genuinely waiting for him to knock himself out on your ceiling. And then you said, watch your head. I wish you didn't say that. I was just waiting for it to happen. I never warn him of anything.
So especially the stairs because the ceiling comes down, the roof comes down at two different angles at the top of the stairs because of the shape of the cottage.
But you shouldn't have said anything. You should have just waited to see what happens because it was his own fault for not.
He would have hit his head. That's what would have happened.
Yeah, I know, but it's his own fault. He wasn't being self-aware.
But I mean, my bedroom door is ever so low because of the huge beam that goes across there. I mean, it's really low. And the fact there's a step that goes up into it as well, and it makes it even worse.
Do you know, it was fine for me. I didn't have to duck at all.
Oh no, you're perfect height for this house.
I know.
You and Warwick Davis would make a very happy life here.
It was perfect. Oh, yeah, I was just walking around free. I really liked it though. I'm looking for. What have you put everything in your tanks now? Is everything being rehoused?
Well, from the tanks that I've had, yes.
Yeah, with the tanks that you've got so far.
Yeah. I did them all today.
Yeah. So when we come on Saturday, they'll be all full.
All the animals, apart from the Balfouries, they're still in my bedroom, but everything else is in the spare room now.
Is it all your Balfs in there?
No,
not your Balfs.
No, the bathroom. All everything now is in the spare room, apart from
in those enclosures that you've got that I saw on Facebook today. Did you put the baboons in those?
There's Sibiroxygorums in them, and then there's Marksy. One Marksy I've put in, and can't think what the other one was. Yeah.
How do they open? Because I was trying to work out how you open your new enclosures. Is it a slide top or what?
Not top, no, front.
Oh, front sliding. So like up or to the side.
Side.
Yeah, nice.
So if you stack them, you can still get in them. It's what's the point? I don't see why you'd have a top opener if you're planning to stack enclosures.
Yeah,
fucking pointless, isn't it?
Osman's got enclosures which are for arboreal, and they're just fucking sick. They're all joined, so you've just got like a whole rack of them, but they're all one unit, and then you've just got doors. But I reckon it would be absolutely a fucker to fucking move them. But they would have to go wherever they go. They'd have to go to that length of, you know what I mean, tanks. So you wouldn't be able to separate them and dot them around. But I don't think you can get them.
I think the only thing that would worry about me that is if you got an infestation of something in one of the tanks that you needed to get it out.
Yeah,
you're kind of fucked, aren't you? You're going to have to take every spider out of all the other enclosures.
Yeah, you would be.
So I prefer to buy individual enclosures that I can stack. And then if there is an issue with any one enclosure, you could just take that completely out of the equation.
I'm not too sure if you could take them apart. I don't know if Osman's still in the comments. But I don't know if you could unhook them.
Well, I know Natalie makes them in 3s and 5s, I think. But again, I'd spoke to her on the phone anyway. I'd sort of I'd done a sort of slight little, how I wanted them doing anyway, which of course you can make them to your specifications anyway.
Yeah.
But I wanted them, that they've got the ability to stack, and I say now I'm getting some arboreal ones done as well. But again, I like to be able to take an individual one out, if I have to, whatever. If you need to sort of deal with the spider inside one of the enclosures anyway, it's easier to be able to take that enclosure out and go somewhere where maybe it's easier to access it and work on it, or get the spider out or whatever, breeding babies or whatever. It's that's my personal preference anyway.
The racks that I've got behind me, they are garage racking. I don't know where you could buy them from, because I bought them off a friend that has no abode that sold them to me per box, 15 quid each.
You could get the garage racking easily on Amazon.
But I
Mine came off Amazon.
I paid.
There's stacks of it on Amazon.
175 kg per shelf, says on the box, and I paid. I've got 6 of them, and I paid like 10 to 15 quid each. Well, I paid tenner for like the smaller ones, and then 15 quid for these ones. So, not like loads, but that's not. It wasn't a shop. It was me mate.
Was that the same way I got my insulation?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, he had loads of different shit which I took. So I had that's how I managed to build my bed as well, because he had loads of different materials available. Anyway. But yeah, they're good things. And then downstairs, I've built shelves into my walls. So I've got like the chimney breast, and then I've got the alcoves over the side, and I've actually built shelves into the walls, and they're just floor to ceiling. That was a good day to do.
Remember when I was on about the Orb Weaver, the new one being released with the old webbing? It's using the old webbing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's fucking blow me away.
I didn't know you got a new one.
Yeah.
How's yours doing, Jason?
Mine died a while ago.
Do you know what? I didn't even think about yours when I was at yours. I could have fucking walked into it.
No,
because she going round your fucking museum.
Because she made a web in the spare bedroom window. She literally filled that with. Yeah, it's really, really strong web as well. I don't know if you've ever handled
amazing
like Orb Weaver web. I mean, it is really, you could throttle somebody with it. It doesn't snap.
Is it not?
Very, very surprising.
It's incredibly strong. It's incredibly strong. Way, way, way beyond anything that you get in the UK spider-wise. Oh, I might buy one of them for the show if there's any of them around, but I want to see Jeremy and get one off him. He keeps promising me one, but he's bloody useless.
Has he bred them?
Well, he keeps saying he's going to sort me some spiders out, but he's been saying that for months now.
I don't think he's bred them because the males are so small, it's unreal.
Yeah, it's just a case of buying females and hoping they have young.
Yeah, hoping one's gravid. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I wanted to get one, and I wanted to get a giant dream catcher, take out all of the shit that's inside the dream catcher, hang it up, and then put the orb inside that.
Yeah, they just but they just wander off wherever they want to go. Getting
Exactly,
them
but
to
I would have had empty dream catchers just scattered around the ceiling, so it could just go to one of them. It would just fuck off into one.
yeah, but it might have thought, I don't like them. I'm going into the next room.
Yeah, this is what I don't want, but I do lock this door, and it can't get out.
Because it
I
took me
say
a
that it
while.
can't get out, but then I found a Crystallis on the fucking stairs. But then I heard her down.
For quite a while. She was on the landing, and I didn't really want her on the landing. Well, you know why? Because every time I come up the stairs, I would have walked into the web. And it was only when it started getting a bit cooler that she moved on her own, because obviously there's no radiator on the landing, but there's a radiator in the spare bedroom. She went in there herself. Took me a little while to find her, but that she was
this
happy in
room
there.
is quite warm. I've got this radiator on, so this room is warm. I've still got to sort out all of this side. There's all of the shit has just been dumped there. So I've still got so much stuff to do to this room. It's just driving me mad. It's just too much. I'm doing it all by myself. It's just too much. Sometimes I come in here and I just think,
Well, you got a bunch of 20-year-olds that will come and get your hand.
yeah, I don't really want them in round me. They drive me nuts.
Just use it to your advantage.
They're like, you're right, Milling. How are you? Have you had a nice day? Did you want a cup of tea, Ling? Do you want anything, Ling? Do you want us to go to the shop for you, Ling? No. I do not. They just drive me nuts.
It sounds like they're being perfectly polite.
Yeah, but they follow me round. I tried to take a shit the other day, and there was one stood outside the bathroom door asking me questions.
Hey, Matt. Cookie's in.
Hey, Cookie. What was he
Been a
asking
chairman
me?
for 21 months. Jeez. He says, hey, just popping in to say hi and like the stream.
Is he at work? Are you working, Cook?
Excuse me.
Feel free to wipe my credit card if you want. Make it disappear.
I actually had to go on the lottery for the first time in, I don't know, 6-7 years on Saturday.
You're what?
Still the same luck. Still nothing.
Oh, on the lotto?
I had to go on the lottery, and then I had to go on, is it 10 grand a month for, I don't know, something or other, I don't know.
30 years, you get 300 grand. No. Is that 300 grand?
No. Hold on.
How much does it do?
It's 10 grand a month for 30 years, and that is 3-point-something million, 3.6.
Is it? Why is my math not mathing?
Yeah, because that's 36 months.
300 grand, 10 grand a month. Oh no, for 30. Oh, for 30.
30 years.
Oh, 30 years.
Oh, 30 years.
Yeah, 3.6. That's because I was thinking 30 months. Is it 30 years? Is it?
A long time.
I wouldn't mind that. Why? I only play it when it says it must be one, because then they roll down the price.
I think if I won that, I'd carry on working. I don't care what people would think, but I would carry on working.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Just why not?
No, it's
Why
not
would
because
you?
of why.
What are you going to do instead?
Everything. You've got
Well,
fucking 3.6 million.
That's a lack of imagination, because all the time at work is time you've lost. You can't get that back.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
You're just wasting your time. I'll be doing
My brother
everything.
said to me years ago, he says boredom is down to lack of imagination, nothing else, and it's right. It's absolutely fucking right. It's down to lack of imagination and lack of motivation, actually. I work by choice. I don't need to, but I get huge amounts of time off. I'm on my second week off now. I've got another week off yet, so I get loads of time off, and I have ridiculously expensive fucking hobbies, which would have to end if I stop working. But
That's the problem, isn't it? You live to your means as well, don't you? So if you can start doing things, you start living to those means.
I personally, I think that if you were having that sort of if you were to win that, for me, I just couldn't. You would have to have a very fundamental reason to continue work.
Mm.
And I would say every minute you're at work is a minute you're not with your family.
Yeah, that is true.
If I didn't have to work,
I am. I'm going to have to disappear because I'm pretty tired and I've got to get pretty early in the morning.
I've got a day off, so I can stay in bed. Not that I do.
I am getting picked up for work tomorrow, so I'm going out with another lad tomorrow because my van's in for a service.
Nice. I'll see you on Saturday. Sunday. Sunday.
We'll see us on Sunday.
I'll see Ling on Saturday.
You'll see Ling and Chris on Saturday.
Sorry?
All right. Night, everybody. Take care.
Night.
Remember, I'm not doing a live next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after will be. Night, everybody.
Friday.